Okay, so I got the iPhone 16 right here, and I think you should buy it. I mean, I went and got it, and I'll be using it. And there are a couple reasons why I think one should buy it. First of all, I truly feel like this is like 85, 90% of what the pros have to offer without like the pro features. If you don't need that pro camera setup, if you don't need a 120 hertz refresh rate display, if you don't need a titanium build and all that other stuff, then yeah, this is going to be perfect. First of all, this is not my normal setup. I usually record right over there, but I kind of want to make things a little bit different. But here's what I have to say. This camera setup is super good. It's good. Yes, it's not the pro setup. It doesn't have the telephoto lens, but if you don't need a pro setup, if you don't need that telephoto lens, this is perfectly fine. It's got a great 40 megapixel main camera. It's got a great 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. It's got that camera control, which is available on all of the pros. So yeah, if you want to make content and use that, then yes, you have that right there. It's awesome. And I also think it's perfect for both photos and videos. Like when I say content, it doesn't necessarily need to be just, making videos. It can also be making photos and posting them on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it may be. But yeah, I got this. And the main reason why I did get this is because of making content. I'm going to be making content with the iPhone 16 for places like YouTube, for places like Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. And I will be using it for both photos and for videos. Hey there, Ante. Say hello. It's my trusty Ante right there. But yeah, I got it mainly for the camera. And also, you just got to give a shout out to the iPhone 16 colors this year. They are phenomenal. They are absolutely great. And also, I do want to ask you guys a recommendation of a camera lens that isn't going to break the bank, that's going to work with my Sony a7 Mark III. That's kind of a little bit of a wider lens, and just some tips on kind of getting better focusing on my videos. But yeah, iPhone 16 cameras, you really can't go wrong. And I tell people who get the iPhone 16 or the 16 Pro, if you are looking to make content, now I'm not saying you have to make content if you pick up this device, but if you're always looking to make content, but you're looking for excuses like you need good audio, you need good lighting and stuff, this is perfect. This is more than enough. You have the right equipment. You have a very good camera in your pocket. Look, I started with an LG G3 back in 2014, and 10 years later, I'm still using an iPhone to make content. I mean, phones have gotten just so good over the past 10 years. But regardless, cameras are good. Battery on this is also good, and it's a step up from the previous generation. It's awesome. It's lasting me all day, and the charging speeds is much faster, up to 45 watts of wire charging, 25 watts of MagSafe, and I've exclusively been using this for MagSafe charging, so that's also a huge thing. And I'm using it most of the day in the studio, which right now, I do kind of need a little setup and kind of change things around now that I'm doing this full-time. Say hello. Those are the phones that I review, but I'm looking into making like a desk setup tour or a studio tour type of thing. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes, and it's not 100% ready, and got that stuff going on. But yeah, the battery life on this has been very good, and since I'm using it in the studio all day, if I don't need to use it, like when I'm doing computer work, I'll just kind of throw that right there, and bam, I'm all set to go. I got it charging, and whenever I need to kind of pull it out, then yeah, there you go. Sometimes I'll just leave it out on the table like this because I know it has plenty of charge and I don't need to worry about charging it. But when it does get low, just throw it on the MagSafe charger and I'm all set to go. And obviously, you'd pick up the iPhone 16 because of its price. Now, by no means, $799 is not cheap. And if you get the unlocked model here in the US, it's $829. I mean, why don't you guys make that $799 instead of making those carrier prices? But nonetheless, $829 for the iPhone 16. And it's the cheapest out of the four. So if you want to go with the cheapest model, granted, I don't know if you want to get 128 gigs if you're making content, but regardless, it's still the most affordable out of the four iPhone models. And yeah, I mean, if you're not in need of those pro features, like I said, I think this is more than enough. You're getting 85, 90% of what the iPhone 16 Pro has to offer. I mean, it's got great cameras, it's got a great build, it's got a great display, albeit it doesn't have that ProMotion, but that's completely okay. It's got great battery life, and yes, the price is better than the Pro prices. And yes, you got to give a shout out to the color. I mean, I love this ultramarine color. It's like a shade of blue, purple-ish. But yeah, video isn't going to really do it justice. You have to see this in person. But I also want to give a shout out to the chipset, the A18 chipset, because from the iPhone 15 to the 16, they took a huge leap from going A16 to A18, and the A18 chip is awesome. Like it truly is a great chipset. I mean, it's not A18 Pro, but that's completely okay. Again, this is going to get a lot of things done. And what Apple usually does is 1 year they'll bring a Pro feature to the Pros, and then the next year they'll kind of bring it down into the smaller iPhones. And this year they brought Action Button, which was on the Pros, and now it's here. I don't know what they'll do next year. They may bring kind of slimmer bezels on the iPhone Pros, or they may bring the ProMotion display. I don't know. The rumors are saying ProMotion. We'll see. But yeah, this is a great phone. It's a phone that I'll recommend for a lot of people. I know a lot of people who also went and got the iPhone 16 over the iPhone 16 Pro because they know they don't need the Pro. They know that this phone is going to offer more than enough of what they are looking for in a phone. Guys, you don't always need to go Pro. Yes, I do have the iPhone 16 Pro, and in fact, I still have my iPhone 15 Pro Max that I'm waiting for Apple to send in the trade, the box, so I can return it. But yeah, I still have that. And yes, I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max too. But you know, iPhone 16 it's a good phone. It really is. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot and will help push my content out to more people. Check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Illusions 2. Links in the description down below. It really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Just kind of let me know of this type of thing. I'm trying out different video setups, if you know what I mean, now that I have more time to, you know, sit down and sit in front of the camera and kind of talk more about tech. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, just let me know about some suggestions for an ultra-wide lens that's not going to break the bank and something that, you know, and some tips on autofocus, especially in video, because like this one is a 25 to 70 millimeter lens, and I need something because my arm is kind of pretty far out when I'm showing the phone. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.